How's everybody doing today? Today we're going to be covering a trade that netted almost 15, damn near 1700 ticks today, right? I barely got my limit edged on the final buy order, or sell limit, excuse me, not this one. Right, this one went ahead and got hit, and from this position it was almost over 1,000 ticks, right? This original position was, netted 1,500 to this original high, and then right, I had a sell limit, after this, right at that 17, like 50 mark. One of the longer, trades I've been able to catch, tick wise. We've gotten, a good amount of volatility to be able to hold. But right, wanted to go ahead and show the recording, right, with all the add-ins, right, where profit was taken, um, and what I was thinking live. We're lucky enough to take this live in the Discord with everybody watching, right, being able to show, right, where we think the protected lows are forming, right, into this 15-minute rejection block, which will show, right, after the soup of the London lows with a small accumulation, manipulation, distribution, low time frame into your higher time frame, accumulation with inside the range, manipulation lower into your distribution higher, right, into our Asia highs. We had an SMT above previous day high and SMT, or excuse me, and into the Asian high. Wasn't really too worried about it, right? When you know the draw is higher, those SMTs are likely to fail, right? And we'll also look on the chart where we have that higher time frame SMT. Gonna go ahead and show a little bit of the video and skip forward here as well, because we didn't exactly draw into the Asian high, right? We went ahead and reaccumulated, turtle souped, and right, actually re-turtle soup my position. But the big thing here is, I never got hit right where my stop was invalidated. Right, I don't really worry too much about where the position is, right? More where the invalidation for my trade is. Going into a little bit of drawdown never hurt nobody unless, you're really just scared and not confident. And even at this point, I don't think I went into drawdown, right? Just because I was adding in, right? And we get our soup there into, right, our reaccumulation for our small market maker model here, right, where we should soar through the original accumulation. Gonna go ahead and skip a little bit more forward and show where it go ahead and runs to our take profit. Right, and I went ahead and, with that add, with both of these add-ins here, went ahead and took, one above the high, right, and let the rest run. Right, it was kind of a long time, so I went ahead and cut that, but we see, right, where our, add-in was into our sell, and where I had accidentally added in, and then fully closed my position by accident. Right, re-adding in here, and, right, uh, I think I, can't remember exactly what happened. I remember I sold, but I didn't go break even. Um, but right, that was in the same candle, so I'm pretty sure. Or anyway, in one of these, I ended up closing my position, or I'm pretty sure it was this one. Yeah, because that sell wouldn't have made sense. I closed it here, rebought in instantly, and just went break even really quickly. Right, netted that loss here. And actually, I think I like gave it to this low. Um, But anyway, I technically wouldn't have realized this profit, at this point. So it's not like, adding back in is, terrible when I know the draw on liquidity is higher. Right. Continuing from that, right, we see after getting broke even, or pretty sure it was break even or stopped out, right? Like I said, it doesn't really matter. The profit wasn't realized. And I was able to add in right under my old position, so net's around the same. Continuing forward, right, add in once, then re-add in, and that's just, order flow, from our protected low, right, after the turtle soup and reacting higher, breaker formed, right, retracement into the range, reacting from the wick, and drawing higher. That's why you see me take profits inside of the wick usually, and not inside, at the high of our, wick, unless it's a clear draw on liquidity at our Asia high, or excuse me, such as this. And even here, I think this one barely gets edged. And, it went ahead and stopped me out, break even. But, even netting, to this high, right, even after this trade, right, still netted us a very, very solid margin on the day. And, right, with micros, we have still been eating, right? Just trying to stay patient in the volatility and, right, keep ourselves careful. Right, we're going to go ahead and hop into the charts and, right, go over what we were seeing to, be so confident to add in and go ahead and, right, hold this trade until the end of the day. So, like I said, we've shown the trade. We've shown, right, that there was, this isn't hindsight. We've now brought it back to this time so, right, we can see and not, have all the other stuff. So we are in market replay. Obviously, it was taken live. Just have to say that. There's always a couple people, either way, like we said, continuing on, we see, right, on our weekly profile, this is how we opened. Very weird. Right, and we look at our higher time frame, right, from our 4-hour. We'll actually look on the weekly so we can see it a bit better. Take this off the chart, right, but we do notice that there's an SMT there, right, and we do come in to, right, the low of this candle. We go ahead and sweep it on the weekly chart, right, and have an SMT at the lows and on the higher and on the daily chart. We see with that higher time frame SMT in the lower time frame, it digs us higher into our NWOG, right, into a retracement. What makes us believe that this PM low is protected? There is, right, our breaker that is formed, right, so it warrants leaving this breakaway gap. But was I confident enough to enter my full position in here? Be honest with you, on this one, I wasn't. Right, we failed to close below OT of the range of our lower low into our higher high right after a new high is created. And we see, right, as well, if we go into either a 2 or a 4-hour time frame, right, our reaction from our breaker into a rejection block, right? And I have seen some people, right, saying that the rejection block has to be the ultimate swing low or swing high, right? Seeing how we reject from the wick here, right? We are rejecting from this wick inside of, right, a lower time frame, within, right, with it being the same one here, right? We're reacting to this order block here, right, with this low that has swept liquidity, right, and drove us higher after breaking this high and filling this wick to and through. That is a classic, right, reaccumulation, lower time frame. Sweep lower, right, to return back to the range. If you can almost see the market maker model there, accumulation, right, with your draw on liquidity higher, inside your higher time frame market maker model. If we see ES is super, super clean, we'll take a look over here, just right, for foresight or whatever you want to call it. Right, we have our order block here. We have our SMT, right, with this low. And also our weekly SMT here. Right, so we expect some type of reaction higher, even though we opened with such a big NWOG. Right, it is surprising. And it is weird looking, but you can't just, be flustered by it. We see our, right, original accumulation range here, right, with our low resistance, like we talked about in the last video, right, forming more low resistance here into our AM session. Or not our AM session, but right into, right, Monday close into our open, where we see we draw instantly to that high and form more low resistance liquidity with a market maker model original accumulation leg, right, in the Asian session. So we now have our Asian draw higher into, right, a London, right, manipulation lower. London low could, right, happen. There are times that it warrants it, and there are times that it makes sense. Right, with this previous lunch low being protected, I can't, being honest, with the price delivery, right, we were delivering, right, efficiently to the London low. Right, past this NDOG, right, not touching the order block, right, leaving low resistance here, and we delivered efficiently, right, with our pre-market manipulation, right, past this low, right, 830 didn't react in a way where I would like it to, and we started to reaccumulate, right, come into the lower time frame, right, you don't want to be trading this, obviously, right, there's nothing to be doing inside of the accumulation. You wait for the manipulation, the distribution, and we see, right, this could have, right, delivered us, you know, to this PM low, right, but protected low on protected low, that should deliver us higher. We wait for our reaction on our candle close into the 15-minute flip of the open low, right, into the high anticipated close, right, we see on the 5-minute as well, right, liquidating the previous candle low and coming and returning back within the range. The fuck is that for? Therefore, excuse me. Oh, that's this shit. Let's see. Right, yeah, we get, you know, we have a little fun in Asia from time to time with the Discord, if you saw that. Right, but you know, accumulation, double manipulation, higher time frame, right? Double manipulation inside of the range, right? Accumulation with inside of the range, engineering of liquidity, up to your real manipulation to the downside. We see our CSID with a very big burst higher, right? And at this point, right, it is our it's not our 1-minute breaker. We haven't broke this swing high, but in my opinion, right, down close candle, break this high with vigor. I'm not entering and waiting for the IFEG. I'm gonna wait for this down close candle. Right, we liquidate the previous candle low, close back within the range, inside of the 5-minute as well. Right, where are we at? Right inside of the 5-minute as well. Let's take all that shit off the chart. Right, we see in the 5-minute as well, right, the body accumulates with inside of the range. I can't believe I always forget that, but you guys know the saying, right? The bodies, it's either the bodies, I don't want to sound stupid on the recording, but the bodies do the damage and the wigs tell the story, or the bodies tell the story, the wigs do the damage. Yeah, either way, like, it's just embedded in my brain. I get that shit mixed up. But it's the same way I'm ranting now, but it's the same way, like, I do the fib backwards. Like, you know, if I'm ranging this out and, you know, looking to long, like, obviously, you know, OT's here, not, you know, at the top. But either way, sorry, I'm rambling. Right, we close back within the range, right, like we said. We can treat this one as our order block, lower time frame, inside of our 1-minute breaker block, right, that then drives us higher. Take a little bit of this off the chart. We come into our 1-minute. We had a lot of questions about this breakaway gap here, right? One, we see a wickless candle indicating our buy side delivery to this next high. After that, right, we see an accumulation S candle, right? And it doesn't have to be a doji, but it, you know, delivers right buy side and then closes back within the range. Next candle delivers higher, right? Liquidates the candle low and then delivers higher one more time, right? And then we get a new candle opening, right? On the 5-minute, like we said. Right, we have a candle close, right? And we can't anticipate a breaker on the 5-minute here, right, for this. But we can, like we said, right, anticipate, right, one, this to be left below here, and to go ahead and enter, right, one, within the turtle soup, or two, right, treating this as a protected low after this 1-minute breaker is formed here, right, because breaker to breaker, right, lower low, higher high, right, swing low, higher high, your breaker. You can anticipate, right, either one, this lower quadrant not to be filled, right, or the whole FEG not to be filled. We go ahead, right, and deliver higher into our first take profit that we see here on the 15-minute, right, with our wick, right, into previous day equilibrium. First take profit being there, right, not being scared to go ahead and add in more. Right, we see our one protected low after the breakaway on the 5 minute, excuse me, the breaker on the 5 minutes confirmed. I don't know why it keeps bringing me back. I literally put the bar like right here. Okay. Right, so same thing. 5 minute breakers confirmed. Reaccumulation, accumulation, manipulation. You know this is the true manipulation because we're inside of higher time frame order flow. We, have higher time frame draws above, and we don't even have an SMT above this high. Look at the smooth edges as right, a lot of people have been preaching, but we've already been on the smooth edges since like way past last year, right? Smooth edges, right? Low resistance over here. Market maker model on the higher time frame, right? Accumulation. I don't care that this runs higher, right? Still an accumulation, reaccumulation, right? Reaccumulation. Smart money reversal past the low. Oh, excuse me. Touch the thing. Holy crap. Right, smart money reversal past the low, reaccumulation. Right, confirmed reaccumulation. Higher time frame breakaway gap. Right, confirmed here. The low is just induced with more liquidity. Equal highs, inducement. Turtle soup here. Add in. Right, add in until it hurts. All right, it gets hit break even. Right here, we then go ahead and run. Right into our one wick that goes into the order block. Perfectly fine with taking a profit there. Right into this low resistance, right into here. I can't remember. Right, that's where I think I went ahead and took some. It's weird looking at it in repay versus the difference, but either way, right, we go ahead and right, continue running higher, right, and then like we said, edge my final take profit by a couple ticks. Like I said, we went ahead and took profit in the Asia high, and went ahead and got out of there, and like left 1 or 2 micros to run. Simple, morning manipulation into right your new 4-hour candle opening, and that's dropping your 8:30, 9:30 into your 10 sauce without even really saying anything. Like I said, we caught this in the Discord, and that's what we do every morning. AM, 8:30, 9:30 into 10. Day in, day out, copy paste, and one session. Not necessarily like one model for me, but just know the draw and enter. Hope you guys learned a little bit from this one, and you guys have a great day. See ya.